Look at this amazing sight. And it just fills you with awe of how the civilization over thousands of years ago managed to be able to do something such as
Well, the engineering to be able to carve this into solid rock.
amazing. This is a temple for an old Nabatean king, an old tomb.
But they call it the Treasury Building.
They do call it the treasury because over 100 and 150 years ago there were rumors that a lot of jewelry and gold was left in the big urns that were up on the top there. So people used to shoot at it, and that's...
I see the bullet holes up
you
there.
see the bullet holes.
But no treasury came
No,
down.
no,
And no treasure either.
No treasure.
But Hollywood found gold here. You might remember that the Indiana Jones film, The Last Crusade, starring Harrison Ford and Sean Connery, it was shot here. And in that film, the treasury was the temple that possessed the Holy Grail.
Yeah, I remember it well. Actually, too well. Now, I'm not so sure I want to go in there. I mean, the place collapsed on them, didn't it?
Yes, but I will personally assure your safety while we're inside.
Wow, look at that. Look at the ceiling.
Yeah, and you could see the huge crack of one of the major earthquakes that
That is a huge crack.
really was part of the downfall of the Nabatean civilization.
Once you get inside, it's a whole different experience entirely, isn't it?
Yeah, the acoustics are absolutely amazing.
Your Majesty, you're right. The acoustics are incredible.
It is simply amazing. I mean, the sounds just resonate off the walls here, and you can almost imagine the sounds of ancient travelers.
It has such a hauntingly beautiful sound. At the height of its greatness, before the time of Christ, approximately 30,000 people lived in Petra, people known as the Nabateans, living in the middle of the desert. They were incredible architects, as you'll soon see. They had little water, so the Nabateans cut these aqueducts into the stone and funneled the rainwater into fountains and baths and indoor reservoirs. Petra became a classical oasis, a regular stop on the trade routes, and the Nabateans grew very, very wealthy. And as their wealth grew, so did their vision for Petra. So they built these giant tombs for their kings as lasting tributes to the greatness of their civilization.
It was a very sophisticated culture, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was. They even had live theater. Entertainers would perform for thousands of people in this ancient amphitheater. Petra was so splendid, in fact, that the Romans took it for themselves, and later the Byzantines. But somewhere around 800 AD, the trade route shifted, and it wasn't long before Petra was all but forgotten. It became nothing more than an ornate home for Bedouin shepherds, and over time was mostly covered up by blowing sand. As a result, Petra was lost from maps for 1,000 years. In 1812, a Swiss explorer disguised as an Arab rediscovered Petra, and the outside world has become enamored with this place ever since. Today, Petra has been recognized by the United Nations as a World Heritage Site, and in the last decade, millions of foreign visitors have seen its splendors with their own eyes. And Peter, while we're here, I want you to see one of Jordan's holy shrines, the tomb of the prophet Aaron. But I gotta warn you, it's a 3-hour hike straight uphill.
We made an unscheduled stop along the way, an isolated police command post where the officers invited us in for tea.
تطلع على الدير وعلى المذبح وهون الشباب وظيفية اثنين ببدلوهم شفتها.
Your Majesty, when you have those rare moments like today, when you can come up here and enjoy the hospitality and climb up to the top of Aaron's tomb, what goes through your mind?
It's just great. It used to remind me of how my life was before the changes, and be able to just get away from all the officialness and all the protocol, and just be able to sit with people and friends and just talk about the weather and about jobs and families. it reminds you of what you need to be able to do, and it just gets you back in touch with the people.
It puts it in perspective.
Very much so, yeah.
A 3-hour climb?
That's right.
Great. Whatever happened to that cool helicopter of yours?
Come on, Peter. You know you need the exercise.
Your Majesty, are we there yet?
Almost there. Still got a ways to go. That's what we're aiming for.
Oh boy, okay. Thanks a lot. Your Majesty, how many steps to the top?
226.
And what step are we on now?
29.
Why are you laughing? Stop that laughing.
Almost there. Still got a ways to go.
Yeah, that's what you said a mile ago. Your Majesty, what does that sound?
That's a verse from the Holy Quran, and it says, "In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful."
We made it. Now, Your Majesty, what is the significance of this tomb?
Well, this is the Prophet Aaron's tomb, Moses' brother, and it's revered by Muslims, Christians, and Jews alike. And the most important thing about Jordan, really, it is the only place where the prophets Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad came at one point or another through Jordan.
Wow, and now we made it. All the way, right?
This is only halfway.
What are you talking about?
We still have to get down.
Why are you laughing?
Flying helicopters allows me to forget all the problems. I forget all the problems of state and of the problems that we're facing, and just relax and cleanse my mind, and it's very therapeutic.
Peter, on this leg of the journey, we'll head south from Petra. I want to show you my family's favorite getaway spot in all of Jordan. It has an altogether different look from all the other places you've already seen.
Hey, I'm up for anything as long as I don't have to ride another camel.
Not unless your camel can swim, because I'm taking you to Aqaba, on the Red Sea.
It used to be an old Turkish and later a British Army outpost. It's only been in recent years that Aqaba has started to be developed as a true resort destination. And to make it more attractive, we turned the entire area into a duty-free zone.
Your Majesty, what's always amazed me about this place is how short the distances are between the countries.
That's right. From right here, it's a short walk to Israel, which is right over there. And we can see Egypt and Saudi Arabia. Jordan is right behind us. Aqaba has miles of accessible beaches and beautiful reefs. The Red Sea is widely regarded as having some of the best scuba diving on Earth. What do you say? Should we have a closer look?
Wow, what a great day. I'm okay. So where are we going today?
Well, we're going to head down south towards the Saudi border. There's some beautiful dive sites there, and the one that we're going to go to today is the wreck.
Tell me about the wreck.
Well, the wreck is a Lebanese registered ship called the Cider Pride that caught fire in the bay about 10, 12 years ago.
We got to this particular vessel and the crew were already in their suits with their suitcases, and we realized it was an insurance ploy. They were trying to sink the ship for insurance reasons. We actually managed to put the fire out and save the ship, but it was so badly damaged from the inside it couldn't be used again for commercial uses. So we got the permission to clean the ship out and make it safe for diving. We sank the ship to build a new coral reef that would bring more sea life and improve the environment a bit. It takes a few minutes to get down to the wreck. The ship's lying on its side in about 90 feet of water. I always go to check to see how much, coral has grown and the abundance of sea life that's now developed around this particular wreck. This wreck is a lifelong adventure for me. Every time I return, there's always something new to see. I really hope that this is something my children can appreciate long after I'm gone. Diving in the Red Sea, you're never quite sure what you'll find. We're even trying to create a reef out of old army tanks, which some might think might be a much better use for them.
There's a lot more fish there than there's been a year ago. A lot more color down there too.
Soon we headed back to Aqaba, and His Majesty let me pilot his yacht. How cool was that? Hey, who's the guy on the jet ski?
That's another one of my brothers, Prince Faisal.
Is everyone in the royal family a daredevil?
Well, let's just say we like calculated risks. But speaking of family, I've got some people I really want you to meet.
His Majesty, a dedicated family man, will often commute, even for a few hours, just to see Queen Rania and his children. And while they love the beach here in Aqaba, he has a special treat for the family.
You guys hold it together. Yeah, there you go.
The king has promised the kids a ride on this old Chinese motorcycle and sidecar. Hello, Your Majesties.
Peter, this is my son Hussein,
Nice to meet you.
and this is my daughter Iman.
Hi. I think I'll just flirt with her for a while.
The baby is Salma, and this is going to be her first motorcycle ride.
No. Okay, she's getting a bit bored. Let me take it out.
Here's Her Majesty. Oh, how are you? Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
It's nice that it's safe enough here in Jordan that we can do these things without being totally surrounded by security. I just want my family to have as normal a life as possible.
Even the semblance of normalcy in this part of the world may often seem like an impossible dream. But King Abdullah, like his father before him, works hard to keep that dream alive.
A couple hours north of Aqaba by car or a few minutes by helicopter is a surreal landscape. It's the lowest point on Earth, 1,300 feet below sea level. And Peter, if you stop to examine the snowy white shoreline, you might be surprised with what you'll find. The water has a strange, oily consistency, but it does have special healing properties. But without a doubt, it's the most buoyant body of water in the world. It's the Dead Sea, so named because it's so salty and absolutely nothing will grow here. After your morning swim in the salty sea, you have to rinse off with fresh water. So I'm taking you nearby to the spectacular Mujib River for a little whitewater adventure.
It may not look that impressive from up here, but from the ground, it's absolutely awe-inspiring.
Your Majesty, where are we going?
We're going straight up that canyon right there.
And where are we?
Well, this is the Mujib River, the Jordanian Grand Canyon, so to speak.
I mean, it's really beautiful.
It is beautiful, and it's probably one of the most beautiful places in Jordan. However, for the extreme adventure traveler, it is very treacherous terrain.
Now, I heard you say the words extreme adventure. So, Your Majesty, I'm going to take your word on that, and I'm probably going to hang back here.
Okay.
Have a good time.
See you later.
You got it.
I think Wadi Mujib is the hidden jewel of Jordan. I first came here when I was in the Special Forces many years ago.
Traveling down this canyon where very few people have been through. It was covered with cobwebs. There were birds nesting on the ground. We could go and pick them up. They weren't used to people. The fish in the stream you could pick up with your hands.
You come around a corner and the hair stands up on the back of your neck because you see this rock formation or site that you've never seen before in your life. And it does take your breath away. And there's certain designs in the rocks that you wonder how that happened.
Canyon itself is really magical place to trek.
We're trying to make our way to a stunning waterfall. This is one of the places I trained when I was a young officer.
It's a hidden place and it's difficult to get to. It's accessible, but with prior permission, simply because it's such a wonderful location. It's sort of one of the best kept secrets of Jordan. It's arduous, and one has to be careful, especially in the springtime and the winter because of the rains.
Here you must also keep a watch out for falling rocks.